The Skoda Octavia was once one of the least sophisticated Volkswagen Group family hatchback products. Not anymore. Almost nothing has been held back for this improved third-generation version. It's still bigger and better value than most of its rivals, a Mondeo-sized medium-range hatch for the price of a Focus-sized one. The difference now, though, is that it's clever enough to change the way you think about Skoda.
This Skoda has always been the choice of the pragmatic family motorist, someone who values comfort, reassuring handling and refinement, and who would be mildly surprised by the notion that a car of this kind should offer anything more. It's not then perhaps particularly surprising that the Octavia isn't the most dynamic car to drive in this segment, although it can be pushed along surprisingly rapidly should the need arise. Helping here are a number of factors. Relatively lightweight, precise steering, the stiffness of the sophisticated Golf-derived MQB chassis, and the standard XDS electronic differential lock system that helps you to get power down through the bends. Typical buyers, though, will be more interested in attributes like ride quality. That's not bad at all over normal surfaces, but it could be better on bumpy urban tarmac. For this, you can blame Skoda's decision to limit the use of a sophisticated multi-link rear suspension to the top VRS models. Lesser variants have to have a lesser torsion beam setup. Engine-wise, there are really three levels in the range. Budget buyers get 115 PS, either with a 1-litre 3-cylinder TSI petrol unit or a 1.6-litre TDI diesel. In the mid-range, customers are offered 150 PS, either with 1.4-litre TSI petrol power or the 2-litre TDI diesel that we're trying here. And that's a unit capable of 65.7 mpg on the combined cycle and 113 grams per kilometre of CO2. Top VRS performance variants feature a potent 2-litre TSI petrol unit that offers either 230 or 245 PS. Alternatively, the 2-litre TDI diesel is available in a pokier 184 PS state of tune, and that can be ordered with the option of 4-wheel drive. The same 4x4 system also features on the SUV-style Scout Estate models. And across the range on most Octavia variants, the Volkswagen Group's latest 7-speed DSG Auto gearbox also features as an option if you want it. For most of its production life, the Octavia model line has always lacked a bit of street-side presence. With this revised third-generation version, though, the Skoda designers have decided to put that right by giving the front end something of the look that was first seen on their Kodiaq large SUV. Not everyone likes the overall effect, but we think it delivers the kind of distinctive character this Czech contender has long needed. Aside from that, the recipe is as much as it was before. Buyers offer the choice of hatch or estate body styles that all are small but significant amount larger than most other cars in the Focus family hatchback segment. Time to take a seat inside what we're promised will be a much improved interior, and sure enough, that's exactly what's been served up here. The gauges flank a centre information display which brings all the main information you'll need into your line of sight, so things like driving data, phone status, trip computer readouts, a compass and the settings that have been chosen for the navigation and the audio systems. A lot of this is also covered in larger and more graphic detail, but what's probably the defining feature of this restyled cabin, a classily prominent glass-fronted centre dash infotainment screen. That's fitted in different sizes across the model lineup. This big Columbus 9.2-inch setup is particularly slick, although it does lack the gesture control functionality that the same design delivers in a Volkswagen Golf. That's no great loss, though. Otherwise, the technology is the same, including the navigation and integrated Wi-Fi features that the Amundsen and Columbus screens use to link into a 3-year infotainment online package that enables owners to make the most of the Czech brand's freshly developed Skoda Connect app. Let's take a look in the rear, a compartment you enter by these wide opening doors. Once inside, you start to really appreciate the benefits of this Octavia's unusually long 2,686mm wheelbase, and that's 50mm longer than a Volkswagen Golf. As a result, it's more spacious back here than any other family hatch segment model, at least for legs and knees anyway. So let's head back to the boot, pausing on the way to notice another of Skoda's trumpeted so-called Simply Clever touches, this ice scraper built into the fuel filler cap. Raise the rather heavy rear hatch and you'll find yourself looking at one of this Octavia's major selling points. A huge aperture opens the way to an absolutely huge 590-litre load area that's almost twice as big as the trunk you get in a comparably priced Ford Focus and over 50% larger than the cargo area offered by a Volkswagen Golf. Ultimately, this is one of those instances where much has changed, but much will also remain the same. After all, many will continue to choose an Octavia for exactly the same reasons that people have always bought into this model line. Solid build, sensible pricing, and most significant of all, more interior space than any other Focus or Golf segment rival can offer. To that practical perspective, this improved third-generation design adds a welcome bit of polish. It's no longer the cheapest choice you can make in this class, but arguably it remains one of the very cleverest.